Royals at war. Kate Middleton expressed concerns about Meghan Markle to Harry. A new book claims Kate Middleton tried to persuade the now Duke of Sussex to proceed with caution when pursuing Meghan Markle. In Royals at War, the untold story of Harry and Meghan's shocking split with the House of Windsor, released June 30th. It's past that now. Investigative journalists Dylan Howard and Andy Tillett revealed that Harry's sister-in-law, Kate, tried to persuade the now Duke of Sussex to proceed with caution when it came to wooing Los Angeles native Meghan. Kate gently reminded him that he was dating someone with a completely different life, past, and career, and it would take time, care, and attention for them to integrate. Insiders also claim in the book that Harry's older brother, William, issued a similar warning, asking Harry, quote, "Is she the right one?" shortly after being introduced to Markle. It's good that Kate and William were on the same page. That's healthy. If they're opposed to each other, then that's unhealthy. Quote, "The rifts that eventually opened up in the royal family after Meghan arrived could have been avoided if Harry was able to empathize and take his brother's concerns in the spirit they were intended." That's a funny moment with Harry and Kate. Back in 2017, we have Harry and Meghan attending Skeppy Inskip's wedding in Jamaica. Meghan was married in 2011 to Trevor Engelson, just 60 miles away, also in Jamaica. Okay, in this article, this is March 7th, 2017. And they show Harry and Meghan. Well, Harry's not looking fantastically happy here, but they're painting this as a wonderful weekend for Harry and Meghan. And here's Skippy and his bride, Laura Hughes. So it was a happy time for Skippy and Laura. So what actually happened? Let's take a look at some pictures. There's some very famous pictures. So what actually happened is Harry broke up with Meghan. They flew to Jamaica together. The word is they broke up. And look at how tense Meghan is. Okay, and Meghan crashed the wedding. So Harry was an usher, so he had to go to the wedding. But Meghan then crashed the wedding. And I think it was agreed that she would not come to the wedding, but she came to the wedding anyway. And here she is very intensely talking to him. He's like a trapped mouse. And she is really intense with him. Very intense. Look at the look on Harry's face. Very skeptical, like he's just zoning out. You can tell, look at people. You can tell if what's going on in their brains. He's not really listening. He just doesn't want to hear it. And here's another one. And apparently she was rude to the waiter, but this doesn't look like she's being rude to the waiter. This looks like she's just telling him this much alcohol and that much juice in my pina colada. And here's another woman from the wedding talking to Harry. And Harry's much more engaged here. Look how much more engaged he is talking to this woman. And look how miffed and cold and ice queen Meghan is being over. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. So we have Kate Middleton and William expressing concerns about Meghan before marriage. I'm wondering, what happened in Jamaica? They obviously kind of broke up right before that wedding, and then what happened? What is she doing? I mean, how is she controlling Harry? We'll take a look at that. I mean, is she threatening him? Is she gaslighting him? Is she playing the Diana card? Is she doing all three? I mean, what is she doing? Did she pull the I'm pregnant trick? How did she get past the palace vetting? I mean, I have security clearances. I know what that's like. And the palace vetting would have been just standard security clearance stuff. So, I'm very familiar with that. And that process is really, it's really well established, and they know what they're doing and they know how to do it, and they would have had Scotland Yard do it. Just like here in the US, they get the FBI to run the checks because the FBI has procedures that they follow and they know how to do it. There they would have had Scotland Yard do it, and they probably would have also interfaced with the FBI. So this is a well-established process, and if she has skeletons in her closet, and she really does seem to have skeletons in her closet, they would have been pulled out of that closet, whether screaming or otherwise. So let's look at Kate and William expressing concerns about Meghan before marriage. What's going on here? And this is where they split the, they were the, the Three Musketeers, and then Meghan joined, and then they were together. And this is where they split up the, Kate and William were going to go on their own and leave Harry and Meghan to go on their own, because that's apparently what Meghan wanted the whole time. So what's going on with Kate and William? Let's kind of take a look into this and see what we've got. There's the devil hiding there. There's 10 spades and the devil. Yes, very important events. Handcuffs joined to very important events. Fox, very clever. 21, 23, 6 clubs. Olive tree. So this single woman, Meghan, her entrance into the royal family is a really big deal. And they just wanted to talk it through. It's a really big deal, and they need to be wise about it. Really use their minds and kind of separate themselves from their emotions. And that was the basis. That's really what's going on with Kate and William is, be sober about this. Don't rush into it. Think about what you're doing. Let's consider everything. That's what's going on, because she's joining the family permanently, and that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Executioner, very powerful, has the ability to make the cut, even chop the head off, doesn't have to consult anybody. So the executioner has no emotions. Okay, separate yourself completely from your emotions, Harry, and just use your mind. Okay, and in the future we have Son, Inheritance, this is the royal family card, and Finger of God. Outside influences coming from outside into the royal family and exposing everything. 18, 5 diamonds. So what was happening with Harry and with Kate and William is they weren't being critical of Meghan. They were just saying, let's be really wise about this. Let's really think this through, because she's permanently joining the family, and, completely separate yourself from your emotions and just use your mind. She's coming from outside, and everything is going to be exposed. This exposes the royal family, by outside influences going forward. So whatever she's got going on, and whatever is hidden in the coffin there, is going to be exposed and affect the royal family. And that's what keeps happening. And on top of that, Meghan is just constantly raining down criticism on the royals and saying they're sexist and they're not treating her right, and she's been treated unfairly, and why isn't anybody paying attention to me? All of these things. So Meghan is constantly adding to the problems, and Harry does not seem to be helping. He's kind of closed his mouth finally. He's finally letting Meghan say whatever Meghan wants to say, because he can't stop her anyway. But he doesn't seem to be saying, adding to the problems between himself and the royal family as much as he was. Let's look at Harry and Meghan. What happened in Jamaica? They obviously had a fight. She crashed in Skip's wedding. She buttonholed him and wouldn't let him go. Let's just kind of see what the cards want to tell us about that. Harry and Meghan, I mean, how did she pull that off? things weren't going well way back in 2017. And there is a story that, he completely broke up with her and then she just kept following him. Flew to England, kept following him. Oh, there's the devil again. Let's just see what we got here. Here's Harry, Magi, hand in hand and heart. He's just really trying to play his role. He's there as an usher to Inskip, who is his boy, and Inskip is his wingman. He's really got to step up for his wingman and do what needs to be done. And he's trying to hold it together for everybody. 13 plus 7, 5 spades. But he's got this problem. He brought Meghan. Probably she flew down separately. He probably flew in from England. She probably flew in from the U.S., so they probably took separate flights. But by the time the Inskip wedding occurred, they were already broken up, and he didn't want her to come. And I think it's pretty clear from those pictures that there was a lot of conflict there. She was like, I don't know. She was like animal control wrangling him. She was going to grab him and not let go. So he was just trying to keep it all together and, for everybody, and just do the right thing for Skippy and Laura, which is what he was doing. He didn't want a conflict. Whereas Meghan surely realized that, and so she kept provoking him and trying to create a conflict because she knows he can't have a conflict. It's going to embarrass Skippy and ruin the wedding, and they're never going to forgive him. And Skippy advised Harry, maybe you don't want to marry Meghan. Okay, maybe think about it a little more. And what happened? Meghan completely cut Skippy out. He wasn't invited to the reception of the wedding. He was invited to the wedding, but not the reception. What's over here with Meghan? Veil, secrets in the world, and relationships. Secrets about her relationships in the world. She has a whole nother life going on that Harry doesn't know about. 15, 21, 6 hearts. So she has prior marriages. She probably has another child living in Arizona. She's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. All these conflicts with her family. All that stuff is hidden. So what this says to me is Harry was being informed about these things. All of these things lying under the surface with Meghan. So, which begs the question, how did she get in? I mean, like I said, I have security clearances. If you don't pass the security clearance, it doesn't matter how much they like you. It doesn't matter, I'm a CPA, it doesn't matter what my skill level is. If I don't pass the security clearance, I'm not going to get that job. It's that simple. So you have, it's a hurdle you have to get over. So she is having secrets, and I think he's becoming aware of these things. Magi and secrets are matching here, and many people in the world are matching here. But he's trying to be really nice to her. So I think he kind of knows about these things. Now, the human mind is funny. People can, just decide to forget about things and ignore things, and they, that's how things work. Just to cope, just to get by, you'll forget things. What's underneath? We have earthquake and 4-leaf clover, 14, 4 diamonds. They broke up there. Okay, at that time they were broken up. They were broken up there. Why does the devil want to show up? Straight razor, cutting the hamster wheel is a long journey. Cutting the long journey. Player, which is an actress card, and devil. The player and the devil are both selfish. Very bad dealings and underhanded things in her long journey caused this cut. Let's see, 22, 32, 33. Yes. The key to this breakup was that very bad things about Meghan were uncovered. It looked, Jack of Spades is the devil. It can be, actually satanic things. Or it can be just, this is a sex card, this is a drugs card, this is underhanded dealings and selfishness, sex, drugs, not rock and roll, not by itself. Rock and roll needs to be paired with other things if you're going to call it bad. So yeah, I think she was revealed, and I think he was being advised to cut her loose. Okay, and then she just really, really, really pursued him. Let's see if she pulled the fake pregnancy card. You know, did she pull the "I'm pregnant, Harry" card? You know, which would not have been true because I don't think Meghan is able to have a child, or it's possible that, you know, she could get pregnant, but she's not able to carry a child to term because, you know, in the cards I've seen that she's had several abortions and things like that will really mess up the equipment. And you just can't take that stuff for granted. You know, God gives you the gift of making children. You can't abuse it to the point that it's just not going to work anymore, which that's the age we live in. So did Meghan, I mean, how did she overcome these hurdles? Did she pull the "I'm pregnant" card? The oldest trick, "I'm pregnant, Harry. You know, you're stuck with me now." Did she pull the "I'm pregnant" trick? Oh, another card wanted to fall out. Here's two pregnant. 8 hearts and 10 hearts are both conception cards. So did she pull the "I'm pregnant" card? So these are 8 hearts, water into wine, and 10 cups are both conception. Cornucopia, affecting everything, official, decision. Now it's time for an official decision affecting everything because I'm pregnant. Official decision affecting everything because I'm pregnant. We had an extra card fall out. We had the karmic shift, man, direct action, man in conflict, big change, reacting to the change and conflict. So she put it all on Harry, and Harry was facing a huge change. 8, and so 21, 6 hearts, karmic relationship. So she played the "I'm pregnant" trick, okay, which it's not a silver bullet. They're gonna get her tested for pregnancy, and either she is or isn't, and probably I guess she was for a time, and then she lost it, and then you know, it plays for time. She gets to play for time, and then during that time, she gets to influence Harry during that time. You know, this trick has been played on me. Definitely once, maybe more than once. Not that I've ever had sex or anything. How is Meghan controlling Harry? Is it threats? You know, is it blackmail? Is it playing the Diana card? I mean, is she deceiving him, gaslighting him? Is he just head over heels in love with her, as they say? How is Meghan controlling Harry? How is she controlling Harry? Very strength and Jacob's ladder. This is control. Shutting him down. 25-7. She just shuts him down. And she shuts him down and has an iron grip and makes all the moves. She's just in control of everything. She's absolutely in control of everything. She has an iron will, and she's absolutely in control of everything. What's underneath here? Ruler, angel, lovers, roadblock, and cornerstone. She's kind of trapped him in the situation, but she of course is really playing the emotions. We're married. I love you. I love you. I love you. The sex is fantastic. She's a super acrobat in bed. You know, love, love, love. I just want the best for you. But she's in charge. So she couches it. She runs. She's always playing very emotional. Always getting 10 hearts. Always, you know. So she works the relationship. So right in the center is the close relationship. Without the close relationship, it doesn't work. So if Harry is in the UK right now, he's separated from that. That's how she controls, through the love relationship. So sex, just always being there, never leaving them alone. She's always grabbing his hand, always touching him, always got her hands on him. Just stays as close as she can to Harry. And that's how she's controlling him, the very close relationship. But she's always telling him that she only wants what's best for him, but it's all about control. Okay, and she just, by controlling him, she's constantly limiting his options. She's controlling the circumstances. She's limiting his options. So that's what she's doing. So she's not blackmailing him. She's actually telling him that she loves him. Okay, she is very intent on making sure that he believes that she loves him and only wants the best for him. Harry, the royal family has been mistreating you. You need to get into politics. We need to move to LA. I mean, they're just stopping you from fulfilling your dreams of being an actor. I don't want to be an actor. You want to be an actor. No, Harry, you want to be an actor. You just don't know it yet. You know, so, all right. Let's review here, because this is kind of an interesting read. Kate and William express concerns. The key is just be really sober and use your mind, because she's joining the family forever. So they were acting like the future king and queen. Okay, think very clearly about this. This is a really big deal. She's joining the family. Super duper big deal. He wasn't being mean. Harry, Kate and William weren't being mean to Harry. Just saying, use your mind. We play at a very high level. This is the big leagues, man. You got to think about what you're doing. You can't just act on your emotions. What was Harry doing in Jamaica, because they broke up and whatnot? So Harry was just trying to be the good guy and trying to please everybody, because of his friend Inskip. But Meghan had her dirt revealed right before they broke up, and it ended the relationship, a bad ending. Okay, the decision, just opportunistically acting as things come up, the decision was to end it. Okay, because she had her bad things in the rest of her life, all that stuff that she was hiding, it came up. So what'd she do? She crashed the party. She followed him to England after that. And then here, she did play the I'm pregnant card. I'm pregnant, it changes everything. You have to make a decision. And Harry, reacting to this decision and the conflict, he went along with it. I think maybe Harry is a people pleaser. He's somebody who doesn't want to upset people. But that, faced with someone who's very strong-willed, that can really just put you in a bad place. Which I think LA is the worst possible place for Harry. He doesn't belong there. There's no future for him there. What is he going to do there besides carry Meghan's handbag? I mean, Africa, he has a long history in Africa. The UK, of course, he's a royal. There's lots of good places for him. Even Canada is a possibility, but not so much. It just happens to be, a Commonwealth nation. But not so much. He doesn't really have a history in Canada. So how is Meghan controlling Harry? This just literally says she controls everything going forward. She just literally controls everything. She's a control freak. Okay, and my father was a control freak. I've known several people who were just absolute control freaks, and they just don't let you go. You just can't get away from them. You just can't get away from them. And they're just so violent. You just can't get away from them. How is she doing? Underneath, it's all the close relationships. That's why it bothers people that she's always holding on to him, always grabbing him, but she's convincing him that she loves him and wants what's best for him, but she's just absolutely controlling him. It's not, she's not showing meanness, she's showing love. Underneath, there might be cruelty, there might be, a willingness to do anything to get her way. But the mask is love. Love and the close relationship, and it's all because I love you so much, Harry. And that's the center of how she's controlling him. So she's going to feed him little goodies and snacks, and it's going to be acrobatics in bed and everything else. And the words are going to be very nice. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. So you can also get this new book. This is all based on Royals at War by Dylan Howard and Andy Tillett. There's another book coming out. Please feel free to find the book on Amazon, find the cards on Etsy. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe.